Welcome to the Max against Vivi. We are looking into best of 7 All Arabia. Already took a look at the shift ref, and let's just jump in to game number 1 here. We see Mr. Vivi playing the Japanese in the blue trunks, and it seems like he already lost his scout. On the other side, we have TheMax playing the Magyars here in the red. He has a nice defensive woodline, nice defensive berries. We will decrease the scrolling speed, and we'll see that Vivi is already trying to wall up heavily, and we'll play this as a drush. And judging by his walls, this could very well be a drush FC, and he has a beautiful map as well. Gold very close to the woodline, everything very compact, and he will be able to be completely walled at like the 9-minute mark. Max on the other side, walling himself quite nicely as well. This is still open. Hopefully for him, he will realize that. Is walling the front as well. Not the greatest goal spot though. But with those walls at the front, he should be somewhat reasonably positioned. 20 for him, so that will be scouts from home. I'm a bit surprised that he walled everything. Oh! Guys, a hole! I spotted a hole. Oh, the Max. Well, good for Vivi, and Max really didn't expect that, and that's a pity for him. He kind of knew that the rush was coming, felt like he was safe, and suddenly, oh, he is just running into the TC. Or what's going on? We'll take somewhat of a volley. I'll lose some HP there. 21. Quickly walls his villagers. Some more speed walls here. Militia won't do that much, but still just idling quite a bit, doing some damage against houses. Something they should not have been able to. Village in the back, idle, and this will indeed be a Drush FC. Pop 30 could be what we are seeing here. Normally you go pop 31, but obviously losing the scout there puts us on to pop 30, and oh, the Max actually goes for Magyars. Quite interesting. The Max going for his pick number 7, quick palisade gates, but not in time. 20 HP, 40 HP, and 38 HP on those. Maybe one defensive archer in transition to castle age could be an option. Huh. And only 3 on gold, I believe. Most of the time you see 4. Oh, there he goes. There he goes. If you just go FC without the drush, you put 3 on gold. If you go FC with the drush, since you have 60 gold less or 50 gold less, you just add 4 to be super safe. And I see one villager moving forward. The scout is over here trying to control this area. Probably we will see an aggressive tower. Let's see if he was behind that. Vivi and the towers. It's crazy, guys, right? There's one stone inside of his base. Lily wall for now, and the aggression. He really has a good map. He really has a good map here, and well, we will see tower come up, more aggressive villagers, but spotted by Vivi as well. And he even goes for the M&A upgrade. Oh, and scouts. I did not see that coming. Took the slow 9 months. Thanks. It's really surprising to me. Nelly D. And one villager will most likely go down. I'm not sure if he really wants to lure the M&A over there. One is going for the villagers here. Did they lose some HP? Obviously it's beautiful that they cannot lose a lot there against the wolves. And now scouts are coming over. Vivi completely going down in the resources department there, and goes for +1 defense even. What are we witnessing, guys? Scout number 2. Defensive tower, actually an overreaction in the end. But that's something he couldn't know, we couldn't know. A lot on stone, and this looks pretty sexy for Vivi, at least when it comes to the clear up and the efficiency there. Has them on stand ground. Should really focus down those villagers though. Skirms aren't that important, you can always clear them up later on. And now he indeed goes for the right kill. And even an M&A. Did he add that one? Or was he running somewhere else? I'm a bit confused. Let's see how many villagers he will get. I believe he got 3 for now and is now charging in for the 4th one. Spearman is coming over, needs to get some hits done. M&A is around as well, maybe just focuses on that. Outruns the Spearman now, goes for some more kills and will probably commit on her. 4 HP, so 1 more hit needed. M&A will get the go! 94 KD, 6 villagers ahead is Vivi with way better eco. Already the important upgrades in, has all the eco upgrades as well. This looks pretty sexy for him, all the map control in the world for him. On the other side, the max not even on gold. A strategy that I have seen very rarely. Guy going Drush FC and then switching into scouts with +1 defense because he got tower skirm forwarded. But well, in the end it was the perfect reaction. The Max realizes, okay, well, I won't really get an advantage in feudal age or early castle age. Let's better stone wall up and let's try to drag this game out. Maybe go into a late castle age attack, or maybe even get into Imperial Age. Heavy CAs there should carry him. At least that's what he is hoping for. Close to 600 food, 300 gold on Vivi's side. The max? Well, he built 1 archer. That puts him down to 5 gold. 100 food, now going for the wheelbarrow. I'd say roughly 5 villagers behind. Ugly, ugly spot for sure. Vivi in full control. What will he go for though? Will he stay on knights? Not the likeliest scenario for a Japanese player. Maybe some long siege aggression against those spots. What did he see? Let's take a look here. He sees about those golds. He sees all 3 gold spots. I think that could very easily trigger him to go aggressively. Let's take a look. No villager movement yet. And adding 2 archer ranges. So we'll transition into, some might think crossbows, but I believe CA. Pretty efficient nowadays to go onto CA. Oh, and now he's sending the villager forward. So it will be CA forward siege workshop, and I want to see a monastery as well. Or maybe it just wants a tower up. The tower behind here could be pretty tricky. Let's see, does the Max have any vision here? No. That tower would be so ugly for him. Scout's still around. He did show... Oh, I think he did bloodlines, but did cancel it. Third archery range. And 2 minutes later, and 2 villagers less, Max is clicking up as well. So, roughly 6 villagers behind. And what is the Max going for? 1 archer range, no stable from him just yet. Did I have friend foe colors on? No, right? No. Do Japanese get redemption? Yes, they do. Pretty solid monks from that. And the Max is going for fletching as well. Let's boom first. Bloodlines from Vivi and indeed CAs are flying over. Would love to see husbandry as well. Not the most important thing in those fights, but just to reinforce a bit quicker as well. Isn't that the spot where you build the mining camp 1 tile away? Or you could just add more mining camps, you're Japanese. Doesn't feel like the greatest efficiency to me. I love those defensive towers from the Max. Realizing, oh, not a really easy spot to get pressured here. And maybe he did even palisade scout that there are some buildings coming up. Now sees the CA, builds 1 TC. What arrow for him as well. That house probably didn't scout that much. Market now in the back. University? That for watchtowers? First Magno shot. Didn't really get any kills. 1 HP on that villager. We go for some aggression now. Villager could be attacked and it's only one aggressive villager, so I believe waiting for a second Magno could have been a good option here for sure. And indeed, it's 4 guard towers. Villager is getting focused now. Let's take a look. Villager repairing on the max side. I believe another Magno could have been so good. Now up to 1.5k HP. No repair for now. Trying to out micro the guard tower there. That's not really going to happen. Any extra TCs from Vivi? Not yet. He continues with his aggression. Military count 12 to 5. And that's very weak army. Pwah. 1 is 3 now. At the moment, it's a pure tower defense out of the max. Goes up to 3 TCs. Not using his starting TC at the moment, though. Now he queues up some more villagers. More waiting on the stone makes so much sense, but a short delay allowed the villagers to survive. Max nicely catching up here. We're now going for a ram. Might focus the max, or force the max into building the siege workshop on his own. What is he going for now? Oh, the barracks first, okay. I love that scout from Vivi. To see, like, maybe can I see some stables? Can I maybe see you expanding here, building some TCs? That's just so well done. MBA over here to protect that gold spot. We're just moving out. Could be a bit further down if you ask me. Oh, that spearman easily dies. Ram could maybe be sent back and get some repair in? Not really. And another scout. Seeing for more open areas and maybe find some relics. Relic number 1 picked up, and I hear more monks queued up, so he will get onto more there for sure. Villagers now 3 more for Vivi. Military council in his favor, has all the control in the world here, but those towers with the Magno are staying strong. And oh, Vivi, what is he doing? Why is he moving in here? That makes no sense at all. Skirmish is still around. Magno should get a ground attack in. Oh god, Vivi, that was just in my books. Oh, I just wanted to get in there and get some villager kills, but that felt so weird. Ay. Maybe commenting here players that are worse than him? It's very rarely that I comment on people worse than me. One day I commented LB10 against Ender in game. But thanks for the troll. Or confusion. Or compliment. Yeah, CS did absolutely nothing there. 2 more villagers for Vivi. Let's take a look at his resources. Oh. Well, we'll get some kills for sure. Has the hill advantage there, and that's a nice shot. Where Knight, CA, everything could really help, and well, that's in the Magno. Gets a lot of stuff done. 600 food, 400 gold. On the other side, a bit less on the food department there. Oh, 1 scout getting a villager. Is sending anything over? Not yet. Getting some more center control. As to relics, we'll go up to number 3 pretty soon. Did you scout number 4 and 5? No, not yet. We will do that a bit later. Mangonel aggression against the tower. I really think he should have just waited for 3 mangonels at one point and yeah, then go for the aggression. Maybe see Yasama, the special attack of the Japanese here, to just get more arrows out. I think would make some sense. And now he's blocking all the 3 gold spots. Look at that. Not taken, not taken, and this one under heavy fire with all those towers. Ugly spot here for the TheMax. What can he really do? He's trying to expand in that direction, but that's scouted by Vivi, and I believe he could deny that. 6 villagers. Oh, the CA and Knight passing it. I think the TheMax could get it up. Even then, so easy to raid it over and over again. Yeah, the TC will go up for sure. Could have been a complete denial. Maybe 1 villager will die, but that's it. Indeed, Max, no problems here. Let's take an update on his resources. Oh, obviously gold will be super tricky for him now. Plastic's now on the way as well, and he's going for the castle break. Interesting, Rams and Knights. He will try to kill that before Imperial Age, but we have 3 monks around, 1 mangonel soon. The timing will be quite late, honestly. Defensive castle here for the TheMax. Needs to secure that gold for himself. Kind of like that decision. What does Vivi see? He does not see any stables. He does not see the siege workshop. Only 3 rams out this far, going for bloodlines now, and I believe he will soon have to take the aggression here. He won't get up to Imperial Age that fast. And Pathian tactics, hallelujah. So he will indeed stay on CA. Chemistry as well. Where should the ram go? Needs to happen fast. Selling some more resources to queue up more rams, but once the rams dies, all the hope of the TheMax dies as well. What is he doing? Did he scout that? He now sees double archery range. 1 trap. Oh, and an aggressive castle here. Let's see if he loses. Well, he might lose a 2nd villager, but that's it. Castle will go up for sure. Some night raids now spotting the stables. No, only 1 stable. Did not see the other ones. Let's go for some more raids. At the moment he doesn't really know what's up, but soon he will. Trap number 2 for Bracer. So the 3 monks in the back, Mangonel over here. What is he queuing up? Not too much this far. Knight's now charging in, and he knows what's happening now. Mangonel needs to get good shots off. He's queuing up another Mangonel. Where are the monks with their conversions? Not happening just yet. The TheMax needs to break this. Let's get a quick update on the other side. Just 1 trap, and here the push continues. Nice villagers going forward. Is he trying to get a castle up? Yes, he is. Mangonel is focused down. 3 conversions on those knights did happen. I believe the TheMax won't really make this happen. There's just too much damage output from all those. CA as well. Another Mangonel actually queued up. We have 2 villagers over here. Could maybe repair. The TheMax will get his own castle up though. The trap pretty exposed, and it feels like, well, TheMax is breaking this, but with heavy losses for sure. Mangonel, oh, killing a villager. Trap going back, forging now, another castle, and tricky scenario. Now freeing up his gold. More ramps to the front, and this will be mass night skirmishes here in Castle Age. Which account slightly in favor for Vivi. He goes for thumping and the +4 defense. So pretty strong upgrades on the CA pretty soon. And then he will just do so much damage against all those Castle Age units. Brings from Seoul. Hello. Some extra gold spot for the max. Yeah, pop behind more magnets. Love that positioning of the magnets in the back there. Or the siege workshops in the back, so that the magnets are always protected by the castle. Even converting a scum here, but instantly dying. Another trap out, the raid over here. Won't really do too much, but it just had to run. Oh, even adding hand cannoneers, and those are the 2 extra gold spots, so Vivi even getting the advantage in that regard. Max, let's take a look at his resources. Well, he is on gold now. Goes on the light care, but feels like he will lose his castle. Second trap. Kind of cannot squeeze through there. Now the attack through the middle, but light cav tag is real, and that's pretty efficient against all those skirmishers. Only 2 mega hussars around, now adding some more stables. The max is trying to win this in Castle Age. Will be super tricky though. Will be out of gold pretty soon again, and another castle. That's castle number 4. More traps going forward, and the max was kind of stopped here in the center as well. Maybe he could have pressured this area a bit more, but in the end he always will lose this castle. Could not have stopped this castle, so it's super inefficient for him. And we have Vivi going for the first win here. Interesting strategy, going for the Drush FC and then switching it up into scouts with +1 defense and just wrecking the forward here of the max. Something I did not see before. Interesting approach of a defense. I'll ask again who sponsored and what's the prize pool. Prize pool. $100. So now we are out of Magyars and out of Japanese. Both took their last pick here. Kind of interesting. Where's Nili? Here is Nili. Still very strong tips left for both players. I still feel the max has the stronger tips here. Near third HSV fan? No. For everyone who doesn't know what that is, that's the local football club. But I couldn't care less. Did you ride in the football stadium yesterday? No, but I saw some videos from people that were there. And like when the horses stormed on the field. By the way, next weekend, King of the Hip on number 5. And on the 19th, the big announcement of my big tournament, and potentially the highlight of the year. At least for me. I really like that Hippo will give resources. I think that this will result into earlier aggression, because most of the time we had people booming up and then kind of camping, hoping that others are wasting their resources and then go for the big go. That's at least how King of the Hippo 1 and 2 works. King of the Hippo 3 was the 2v2 edition. That was completely different because it's only 4 teams. And King of the Hippo 4, I made it 6 max. So camping is tougher because it's easier to fight off against 5 than against 7 opponents. If like 2 are distracted, you're only fighting against 3 instead of 5, for example. And that was pretty nice. And now I wanted to try it out this way because Gallus created a mod, and luckily for me, so many people are investing so much time into helping out and making those tournaments better. Such as Trirem, for example, who implemented it into Warlord Kingdoms then as well. And we actually did a small mistake. Okay, that was the winning song for Mr. Vivi after game number 1. We'll have the winning song for the Finn. TheMax prepared as well. And now let's Hippo Vittoria now, more like 3 Vittorias. Who responded to show match? I don't know. I was happy to get an answer for $100. And we are jumping into game number 2. As you all know, it will be Arabia only. I said to TheMax, build Nilly Man, and he said, yeah, wasn't my wish as well. And we have a restart. So, pop, just go back. And we want to see a restart. Well, now I'm back before all the others, obviously. SY didn't sponsor. Yeah, most likely. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. No. Come on, bro. Lily, why are you here and not in the sun? Because the Age of Empires is the sun of my life. It gives me warmth. It gives me endorphins. And the grills. That's the only reason why nerds leave the house anyways, right? Sungrader AoE? One more of those nonsense sentences and you will get a timeout, my friend. Why are people playing single building queue? Good question. Because they are used to playing it this way since 1999. There's no real reason than just a habit. How long's the next game? I'd say 1 minute 30 seconds, 1 minute 29, 1 minute 28, 1 minute 27. There are grills outside. That's what I heard. Where is my... That's how I roll, guys. And you see how happy he looks? Back to Age of Empires. Yeah, and this will be a re for sure. Back sheep there for Vivi. Let me message TheMax. Where is he? I just told him to go back, which obviously doesn't make sense.
Yes.
I'm a fun guy. Just ate some to be a bit more energized for the next games. I found a great combo, sitting in the sun with Nilly on the stream. We can live with that. So Britons against Slavs, guys. Interesting. I think it heavily depends on the map of the Brits. Where's the advantage there? Did you watch the Euro Song Festival? No. I watched, like, you know that there is a German broadcast as well, and the German broadcast used to be directly in front of my house. So I sometimes watch 2 minutes, waved out of my window, and then turned off the TV again. That's my whole Eurovision Song Contest experience in the last 15 years. I watched it like 2 or 3 times when I was a kid. I couldn't understand the hype. I liked Lordi though, they were nice. And Warte hatte du da? From a German singer at one point. If your mother didn't want you to be recognized, why did she pick the name of the city you live in? Why not Grubma? Because she felt the city with 3.6 million inhabitants was enough as a disguise. Sieben, I don't know that one. Animal flow? Why? Ruby? Okay guys, let's go into try number 3 for game number 2, shall we? It will be played on, surprise, surprise, Arabia. And we have Vivi playing the Slavs, and hoping for a better map in the red was TheMax, but ay. Ooh la la. Yo. Poof. Ay. Well. Good fucking luck defending that map against Vivi. Oh, phew. Wrong Wololo. I don't want noob mods. Who was the guy who failed to pyramid in the last 3 minutes again? Yeah, it was you. 3 on wood for Vivi. Please give me some forward. TheMax will have huge problems against that. All the resources super open, not the greatest wood line either, needs to expand here. If he gets it forward, yeah, this is so ugly. Every day a new show match. Something like this, right? Well, there isn't a big tournament at the moment going on. Like, there are smaller ones, but people still have their high level from Battle of Africa. So I feel it's a good time to organize and host show matches. People are interested in the game. And, well, you know, all the show matches are only building up to get more hype for King of the Hippo 5. The real tournament of May. How many tournaments have I won again? Like 8 to 10? Maybe even more. I would say maybe 15. Won a lot of regional German ones. And I found the HD tournaments when they came out. Like 2v2 deathmatch tournaments, HD, $200. Like 8 teams signed up, 3 admin wins. Or co-op tournaments, or co-op tournaments on HD as well. Oh, TheMax can maybe farm. Speaking of farming. Oh, and that's so good for TheMax. That he's buying time for himself there. I've been going for the boar. Where is he? NPL tournaments as well, yeah, we're smurfed. Nice block here of TheMax. 3 more hits needed. Oh, what is Vivi doing with the scout? 2 more hits needed. 1 more hit needed. And scout is not getting the block off. And villagers, oh. Tough spot. Villager. Jump, magic man. Okay. Well, villager saved. She's getting home as well. And scout dies, and that's pretty ugly with that map. Not seeing if there is a forward coming. But also the good thing, Vivi does not know about the very bad map here. Chat on. Let's say chat off. You don't have to be a pro to be a good mod. You have to be. What makes you a good mod is manners and politeness, which you obviously lack. Hi, yeah, that burn! Were you going to announce another big tournament during King of the Hippo? Yes. Or was it King of the Hippo itself? Well, I will take that as a compliment. King of the Hippo has been announced for like a month. But the major tournament, the major, and I say major, saluting tournament will be announced this Saturday. Oh, I'm already excited. I seriously had like trouble falling asleep at some days because I was so excited for this tournament. You know, the Hippo greater everything else. Well, we will see. What I'm really happy about as well is like King of the Hippo 4 was kind of destroyed because I had so many drops. I had like 15 drops during that 2-day period, and that won't happen this time. So that's like super sweet for me as well. M&A aggression, by the way, out of Mr. Max, trying to get control in this game. King of the Hippo 6 confirmed. Ay, ay, ay. The Kleinhammer already knows what's up. That would be so funny, right? Nilly doesn't like me because I point out the his shortcomings. Ay, ay, ay. If you want to see a shortcoming, take a look into your pants. Boom, yeah! How can you call militia M&A? Well, I called them M&A for men at arms because I saw him being up to feudal age and saw him build for militia. So I knew he wanted to go for those. Let's archers now. And going for... We don't even have loom from Vivi. And I was like, how can he afford 2 archers without being on gold? He will just go for 2. Look, it's close to the area where it burns him. It doesn't burn. And Vivi stays strong, but not really using the advantage that the Max had such a bad map. And that's the beauty of going for M&A aggression at the start. You're putting the pressure on your enemy. Weird mining camp. I build mine always here, you can build yours here. That's all fine, but this one just fell off. 1 archer range only for Vivi. I'm kind of expecting him to go onto early fletching as well. Pretty heavy on the skirms, try to snipe archers, because that's the unit he's really fearing in Castle Age later on. And as I said, early blacksmiths before the second archer range. Numbers aren't really that important, and he will try to transition into Castle Age quite early. And let's see, well, he saw that all the gold spots are now open and saw both stone spots, so I wouldn't be surprised if Vivi goes on to heavy Castle Age aggression here. Now going for fletching, now squeezing in loom. What a ballsy guy. 2.3k games have too many walls. Well, walls are kind of strong in this game, aren't they? And the big problem was that I believe Vivi was expecting an aggression out of the Max, and yeah, the problem is also that Chinese players, which are pretty good, tend to wall quite a bit as well. Why are we adding a spearman here? Against Britons? That already showed an archer range and early M&A? That's kind of weird to me. Kind of weird to me. I have as many pans as you have in the national tournament wins. You can't look into one. Wow. Do you have a sponsorship deal with Levi's? Because then you have a lot of pants. Well, it's not the greatest burn, but well, I can't burn too much, right? It's not my intention to get all the people crying. More skirmishes. Building some more farms after the berries ran dry. Actions now, and the villager pulled off. Kind of weird. Need 3 on gold still, and uh-oh, villager aggression. We will see a tower come up here, most likely. And more on stone. So where are we? Ah, he's stonewalling over here as well. Okay. An aggressive tower and wants to block some farms as well. Elite skirmishes plus siege plus knights, and there's nothing Britons can do. Well, elite skirmishes are a good unit for sure. Then the Britons kind of has to go onto knights himself. Now fletching, let's take a look. Oh, this is a tricky spot, and we mentioned before that the map isn't the greatest. He's now trying to force an engagement here. Vivi is up to Castle H on the other side, the Max. Well, he will click up pretty soon as well. That tower is killed. It's not cancelled, guys. He has 4 villages on stone, and we are below 150 stone there. So that clearly was destroyed. Double offensive stables now, and that's even shown. So the Max knows what's up, even goes for the +1 defense. Oh no, double stable switch for the Max. Oh, well, he will clear up all the skirmishers and archers, but then he will fight against knights, and he does not have any control of this area. Oh, tricky spot. He wants to outsmart like Vivi outsmarted before. Let's see if that's going to happen. Now the spearmen actually would be pretty nice. The one that died before, +1 defense, should be so good. As you can see, Vivi is just focusing down. The archers is now going back. It's actually adding some scouts of his own. That's something I didn't even consider. Makes a lot of sense there. He has bloodlines and +1 defense himself. Archer's still alive. No more scouts added. And oh, I believe the Max now needs to send in mass villagers and wall in those stables. But if 2 knights are out, this is so tough. Recently queued up. Do we see the blacksmith used? Not really. At the moment 4 knights. Gate number 3 needs to be around. I believe he can maybe make it happen. 89%. Why did he only send 2 villagers and now 2 knights out? This is so horrible. Just focusing down the villagers so that he can squeeze out knight number 3 and 4. Goes for some spearmen. Still a lot of damage output there from those weak units. Focuses down that other villager. Will lose those knights, but the damage is already done quite nicely. Another spearman, the main damage dealer here. And this puts the Max into the position that he just continues to stay in Fuel Age for quite some time. Aggressive siege workshop here. Interesting. And now, well, he's walled in. Knights are trapped. Let's take a look. Can he get this house down? 50 HP, I believe. He will fight himself out. And that's another 2 knights freeing themselves. Oh, tricky scenario here. The push is real. All the scouts now died. So maybe going into some more skirmishes is an option. Well, a lot of knight losses there as well. It's only +1 defense. And the Max is ahead by 9 villagers. Not sure if he has wheelbarrow though. Yeah, he does. Poof! The still feels open. One scorpion. Knight tries to help the villager but dies, and the villager dies as well. The Max is up! Interesting. Just pray that Vivi isn't adding any knights here. No, he's not. Siege workshop. Mangonel. Not doing anything out of his archer range. The Max with a nice hold here. Ooh. Why is he queuing up more knights? Oh, only 70 HP on that gate, so I can see the reasoning, but oh no, that's just too bad. Mangonel, 1 scorpion. I believe the Max is not in the worst position. Only has 5 villagers on gold though. That's pretty ugly. Would love to see him having like 8 or 9. Just to keep his archer ranges running. That's all walled. Sweet stuff. Siege workshop not being used. We have 2 extra CCs for Vivi. But as we all know, Britons won't have the worst transition when it comes to getting the boom done. Mangonel won't get the shots done as it seems. TheMax closing this down quite nicely. Gonna love that. Scout getting the kills against the Scorpion, now against the Mangonels. That was a kill without any losses, I believe. Now military count 25-2. Crossman, Botcan arrow. Also as well. Now going for another Mangonel, but Mangonels against Britons. Not really the real counter, honestly. It's more to defend, to keep the enemy from pushing. But all the damage can still be done. Thing is that TheMax isn't really getting any aggression out at the moment. Goes for one extra TC. And now the aggressive siege workshop here at the side. And should be able to break through those walls quite quickly as well. Vivi sees everything, even sees the aggressive siege workshop. What does TheMax see? Not too much yet. Will eat one big Mangonel shot, but that Mangonel is kind of exposed now. The villager instantly being sent forward. What is that of a ballsy move here? We'll lose that one. But we'll get a solid Mangonel shot off in exchange there. Now Scout's coming forward. Kind of want to see Knights even, and indeed, Max is building Knights. Solid villager advantage here for Vivi already, and now going for triple stable. Oh, that's going to be tricky. We're just going down. Maybe a monastery of TheMax here in the front could really help out. 13 villager advantage, 3 Mangonels now as a defense. No ballistics on those crossbowmen either. Max selling mass amount of wood. Secure up more knights as +1 on them for now. Now +2. Trying to find another angle to attack here and going for ballistics. Those scouts trying to do what they're named after. Take a look if he can get one Mangonel kill. I don't think so. The knight's just doing too much damage there from the slabs. What is this kill? Not really a kill. And in the end, wow, sweet stuff there by TheMax. And well, I believe did he even delete his Mangonel? Kind of looked early. Pikeman upgrade for TheMax after seeing all those knights. Wouldn't mind to see a second barracks even being added. And that's a lot of villagers on stone. Do we see some aggression of TheMax? Not really. 60 villagers behind now. And Vivi is moving out. Somewhat scouted by TheMax. Pikemen, 7 around. Oh, a bit out of position, but now charged in. Knights are coming in. This looks like a good defense by TheMax, and he's doing some damage while Vivi is running away as well. Mangonel, the Ram is scouted though. I believe Vivi needs to transition into something else out of the archery range. Maybe some skirmishes could be a good idea. Building a castle with the slabs, well, I don't really see Boyas being the most efficient thing here. Nice move there against the villagers, and good kills. Other villager aggression. Let's take a look. That TC will be going up, most likely. Max building nothing here. Villagers, they're spotted and even intercepted. This Mangonel survives at the same time. 16 villager advantage for Vivi. This crossing man not doing too much. That's stable. Continuing to be built as well. Nice quick walls, but once the GC finishes, the knights can just go through as well. Mangonel around. I believe this could be a doubt castle, guys. Tricky spot for sure. Knights. Why is he trying to attack this gate? This actually works. Mangonel needs to go forward. Should be able. Yeah, this has to be denied. Oh, the max. Oh, the max and the tower. I believe the tower is not even really needed. Mangonel alone should be able to do the job. Now we need a quick wall here against those knights. Maybe the tower could get intercepted. Another Mangonel for the max will get 1 kill off, but then the villagers are jumping into TC. Gets another kill. But this looks pretty sexy for Vivi here. And well, he has really shown great performances game after. What? Abby? What? Longswordman tech against Britons? Well, he is going knights, pikemen, but he also has like castles queued up. He has some crossbowmen left. I don't think that's the right choice. 15 villager advantage here for Vivi. He has 500 food, 800 gold on the other side. The resources are way lower for Mr. TheMax. But we'll get that castle up. Maybe somehow can get the other one up. No, he deletes it now. And Vivi's up to him. I have no idea what's up with this Longswordman tech. No defense upgrades there as well. That makes so little sense to me. On the siege workshop, more TCs, 10 villager advantage now. And he stays on Longswordman. What is this? Are the days of skirmishers over? Feels weird. Is it left that infantry do splash damage with the tag? Yes, Drasnia attack. But well, even then they need to close down the distance against crossbowmen. Kind of tricky. And Vivi building another TC here at the front. That should not go up. Well, actually, oh no, those witches are running in as well. Yeah, I believe that castle should get denied. Crossbowmen around, yeah, that will be heavy losses. More longswordmen coming over to protect. Well, no. Yeah, and canceling will accept like close to 10 villager losses, but also some longswordman losses. What is... I believe the unit choice is just super bad by Vivi. No idea what he's thinking. Huh. Max now up as well. Defensive castle. Can he maybe get to castle? Well, two-hand swordsman. The tech choice is real. Why is he going for two-hand swordsman here against a Briton player who we know has at least 2 archer ranges, 2 castles up? Well, we don't know about the second castle, but Onager. What if he had the eagle for cavaliers? Maybe skirmishers. Bring bitches around. Could get another castle up here. Looks like that's what he wanted to do. Didn't scout that gold. Now trying to expand towards the side. This is I'm so puzzled, guys. 200 swordsman hype. Uh-oh, next Vivi castle. Hallelujah. Villager count now pretty even all of a sudden. Well, there's one castle is going down. Let's take a look. How many castles do we have? 2. Soon to be 1. Maybe get German in. Some raids at the side. I'd say I have to give the advantage to the Max here. We got a nice castle up on that hill. Even villager count. Get some raids in the back here. And there's no real army to clear this up. Onagers won't really do well, because some knights are there. And even then, 9 range against 8 range. Well, we have some raids prepared, but still not champions. It's only +2 defense. Oh, that's a lot of onagers. Let's open the area a bit more. Werewolf upgrade. Okay. So he wants to go into the trap war. Makes a lot of sense. Great idea of that upgrade. I would not have thought of that, to focus that upgrade early on. But just to fight off with like 2 traps on the hill against the 4 traps, that will certainly move forward. Werewolf is just such a nice upgrade, giving you some splash damage with your traps there. Switch stuff. Are you German? Perhaps. Oh, look at that. That's so good. Oh, that's a lot of traps though from Vivi. Has up to 5 now. And well, you can see how good the traps are on a hill, and well, focusing down the houses doesn't really make that much sense. What's the max range of the longbows? I believe it's 12, right? No Geoman yet. Or maybe it's 11. Probably 11. Or 12, okay. Ah, Elite. Elite probably have 12, yeah, okay. 100% accuracy on traps as well. Are you kidding me? Didn't know that. Oh, ballsy onager. Very even populations. 100% accuracy. Well, still doing no damage after it dies. And he will lose quite a bit. Max, nice spot there in the center of the map. Finally, champion upgrade, +2 attack only now. And onager move around. Do we see a lot of rams queued up here? No. Well, then he won't break this. Huh. I have to say, this looks so good for the Max. State military against 33 now as well. Pulls off some long bows. Oh, gonna love that sneak around. What does the Max see? Okay. Could have actually seen those traps. At least they were in line of sight. But oh, cannot really engage into them for now. Elite longbow man upgrade is coming. Yeah, the count agrees with me that the champion choice wasn't the greatest here. For 193, so the Max basically max out. Will lose that castle most likely though, against 3 traps there, and well, monastery kind of exposed then as well. Now some raids are coming in the back. Vivi can really afford this though. And those champions, what are they going to do? Hussar upgrade. Oh! Longbow man did focus down the trap instead of the onagers. Isn't really microing here. 11 range for him. Oh, one down. Onagers, 2 down, 3 down. Finally a shot and bam! Bam! Ay, 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 ay. The Max, oh, they were so close without looking to kill those Onagers. But, well, I just saw some solid shots here for sure. But if we think about it correctly, like losing 15 Longbowmen there against 4 Onagers, actually not the worst thing when it comes to like resource efficiency. Whoopa. But yeah, it looked beautiful for sure. Now a lot of hussars. Vivi getting the max down to pop 150. To transition into a lot of halberdiers, and then it gets tricky against Slav halberdiers. Not a lot of resources for the Max, and he's just losing so much ground at all fronts here. Uh-oh. Max getting pushed on the right hand side, losing his relics. Left hand side he needs to pull all the villagers off. In the center he is still staying strong but getting raided. This is getting into a more dicey situation than I thought the Max would get into here. Beautiful micro says grassed out. So true, so true. 150 all of a sudden. Another trap, halberdier upgrade, +2 defense. And that's a big raid here. 120 villagers for both roughly. We still have some raids at the other side. Somewhat stopped. Oh, and that's a lot of villagers going down. And a lot of them idle as well. Look at that, 30 villagers idle for both players roughly. No siege from upgrade yet. How does the eco of Vivi look? Obviously Slav eco is so good in those spots. Now more raids over here. This is getting into a very tough game. And the Max's DM skills could maybe shine as well here. And whoa, Onagers super exposed. Just think about it, those Onagers could kill those traps so easily. I said Onagers exposed, but I meant the traps exposed. That makes no sense. Tries to go forward over here. Actually misclicked on the trees and oh, this is so costly. The castle will probably be saved. All 4 traps going down. And this is just so ugly. Let's take a look. Need 2 more volleys on those traps and even sending in another trap. This is so horrible. Ay, 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 the Max. And this will even be some villager losses here as well. Does he see the longbows? Not really. Hussars are charging in. So many halberdiers at the front as well. And well, in small numbers, longbows aren't the greatest thing ever. TC might actually survive and get some monitor kills, but so many more raids and pop 140 here for the Max. Tough spot for him. Now Arsenal is flying in. I believe we did not see Drozhnia just yet. Relic count 2 to 1. We'll get onto higher numbers here. Is the Max. Relic number 5 probably not spotted by anyone, and not the extra gold. The other extra gold now explored by Vivi. And he is taking control there. Pop 160 against Pop 140. This is getting quite intense. Something I didn't really see coming. Oh, does the Max still have the score lead? Whoa! KD mainly. Huh. Well, and he goes mass Hussar raid, therefore the Max goes for the halberdier defense, and now the champions are becoming quite efficient, but just sending over some longbows, and he is fine over there. Does he really want to trade longbows against Hussars? Not really. And once the champions close down the distance, if you are in low numbers there with your longbows, not the greatest thing in the world either. Freeing up that area. Here is the Max though. Pop 160 against Pop 150. Rates continue to go down at the left hand side. Let's take a look. The Max, how many TCs does he have? 1, 2, 3. This looks like 4 at the moment, all 4 of them. Now going down to 3 after this dice. No control over the right hand side. Pop 106 or 106 villagers. Cannot really reinforce that area here. House is now down to 175. He still controls that very important center area of that map. But needs to send armies right, left and bottom, and that could open him for some ram goes, but he just realizes, I cannot handle all your raids. Trying to expand here, but always running into army, and I have no idea how it happened, but Vivi won this game. TheMax even having the score lead here. Losing all those longbowmen over here could have maybe been a big changer. And well, for Brits, it is tough to play against a lot of raids with a lot of like Hussar ram goes. So in the end, Max not having the answers that he needed. Achievements. Still, better KD for TheMax. Even though Vivi won, I feel champion was not the right choice. He was just solidly ahead there in Castle Age, I believe. And the aggressive castle was stopped. That was pretty sexy for him as well. Let's take a look at the leftover tips. We don't have Britons anymore, and we don't have Slavs anymore, but still strong civilizations for TheMax. Mayans, Indians, Malians. I would be surprised if we don't see him taking at least 2 wins with those. Huns, Ethiopians, Vikings, Chinese, Mongols. I really feel that Max will get some wins. Nearly, how was your poker tournament? Busted late day 1 and got some back in the cash games. Is this big tournament announcement for the pros? We don't know. But King of the Hippo surely is for everyone. We have, I believe, 4 qualifiers for low players and 4 qualifiers for high players. What are the maps for this tournament today? All Arabia for the show match. Vivi hype! Casual day drinking. True. So they launched game number 3 coming our way pretty soon. Praising Chairman Mao. It sounds like it, yeah. 90 official. Salute to you as well. Cultural revolution. And his next game? Well, you know as much as I do. They are basically in the game and will start pretty soon. So my estimation could be 2 minutes. Can TheMax win 1 game? I think he will at least win 2. What is the price for these days? If only there was an information in the heading that says how big the prize pool is. That would be so nice. Hey, how have the games been? Vivi twice forward and win twice? No. He actually played Rush FC, game 1. Cancelled the FC though and went into scouts, completely destroyed TheMax. In game number 2, he walled himself. TheMax had a pretty bad map, needed to go for aggression, couldn't do the damage. And then Slavs won against Brits in later. Yeah, TheMax used that Doubt Marco. It was not very efficient. You think AU4 will be similar to AU3 or AU2 more? I think it will be more AU2. And I think 90% of the AU2 players will move to it, or at least will try it. 2K official? I think it will be the new RTS game everyone wants to try out. 2K is Classics as well, so true. From what I feel, Microsoft is very motivated to make it big. It's not a coincidence we both got 2K like 1 week from each other. Do I see a show match coming up there? Classics is against T90. Best of 21. When will AV4 even launch? Your guess is as good as mine. I'd guess 220. But what do I know? I only know that game number 3 will start pretty soon. Guys, we need some more energy for TheMax. Could you please send him some of your energy? Not looking too great for him, but after 2 games, he didn't play too poorly though, and I think it's time to really fly in with his Civ advantages now. I've played like 3 arena games in the past 100. I actually had a pretty funny arena game against Klavskis that, for example, MBL would really enjoy on the Escape Gaming qualifier for the Gamescom event. And well, we have another reset. What map are they using? Hello. Oh, okay. Well, I can see that now. And well, back gold for TheMax. So we are going back. Interesting. And yeah, we had, I believe it was Team Random Civilization on Arena or something. Or it was a Team Random map pack and it was Arena. And we both had Japanese and went 3 monasteries full months. Like both having 27 villagers and not queuing up anymore. And it just was mass conversion against mass conversion. That was a funny one. Is there a new Gamescom event with the pros and you casting? Perhaps. I obviously wouldn't be allowed to talk about that. Maybe Hypesong will give him some energy. That's an energy that only the last game of the series deserves. Enjoyed that? I didn't enjoy that at all. It was only funny because I only had to do it like once every 2 years. It was funny because like I knew that Klefskis was like clicking his heart out on the other side as well. It actually only was like a 23-minute game and then I lost. I didn't even know what was my mistake there. I think I went on to Redemption too late. Yeah. Check nearly stream. That's right. Speculate again, 130. You got a Mangle out here. Got good value. I had an allergic reaction and my face is swollen up like a balloon. Bible thump. What are you allergic to? Time to go on T90's Instagram, guys. And another try for game number 3 here. TheMax playing as the Malians in the bottom right, but now we have Ethiopians, Mr. Vivi here. And this looks like a pretty wallable map. Every time we play on Green Arabia, we can make something happen. It's not like super wallable, but still I can see him controlling this area quite nicely. Archer Rangers here in the front. Nice defensive goal as well, so he could maybe even play this defensively. Here, close by, Barry's at the reasonable spot. On the other side, TheMax playing the Malians, one of the strongest 1v1 civilizations here, for sure. Defensive gold and berries, but no wood to back this up. Let's take a look what he scouts of his map. First, circle here. Goes for the aggressive lumber camp, but that's not too important just yet. Oh, maybe allergic to 2k Woobly. Pushing in the deer now. And will be interesting to see what strategies they are going for. Ethiopians, obviously heavily based around those crossbowmen there, maybe even archers, and also having a nice M&A rush, and he only sends 3 on wood so far. Pretty untypical for... Okay, Ethiopians I want to say. Now the number 4 is flying in. He just did add 1 to have less food rotting there under the CC. Also had another deer flying in. Needs to make sure that exactly those sheep are far away and he doesn't like triple sheep. Fox Pro going in with his Twitch Prime for 2 months in a row. Tons of stones here, but I believe Shodals aren't really the unit we want to see against Malians there. Isn't it like pretty early at yours? 12, T90? Thought you were like GMT -7 or something. Bit surprised.
Yes.
First game. Third game, mate. Villager number 4. Now on wood. Obviously you need less villagers on wood, being Malians. Having all your buildings cheaper. And quite an early farm from TheMax. Something we don't see too often. Telling us that we won't see militia early on. Or some M&A aggression. Because the barracks will significantly be delayed here. So kind of expecting either scouties or archers, which is more the unit I'd expect TheMax to go for. Oh, the scout could be walled in. Right. Oh, he tried to go for it, as we saw. Maybe should have walled in and then attacked. But did not have loom, so needed to have at least 2 villagers in. Number cam pushing more deer here. Up. Everything looks pretty standard this far. And now sending 1 villager over to gold. Are we seeing pop 21 or is the max going for pop 22? Pop 21 will be his choice. Still no barracks. Now going for 1. And no villagers on gold yet. So that will indeed be scouts against, most likely, some M&A aggression here. Farm now is going with... That's how you play the Ethiopians. You actually only pick 10 to build 3, and then later on you get the 100 extra gold, can therefore go for the M&A upgrade. Bit surprised to see him sending villagers back in there. Maybe he will build the lumber camp with them. No, he's not. Weird stuff. Huh. TheMax trying to find out if we are playing against any mass gold units there. Not yet though. Some walls at the front. Did quick wall them. He saw the barracks early on. And uh-oh. Does he see the forward coming? Yes, he does. So knows that trouble is coming his way. Good that he walled that front. Is now switching into archery ranges. Or did he want to go for skirm defense? What is this? Why he's not building a house at the front here either? Huh. Huh. Defensive tower. Nice spearman there to give more vision. Obviously won't have the greatest damage output. But just two. Oh, but now he shouldn't really continue that tower. Oh, will be in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, I believe. No. And it won't be. Nice, nearly math. For once. Was right. So we need to rush into fletching here. Defensive stone. We did not get those 2 sheep. For now. 1 villager died in exchange to one. The scout died in exchange to the spearman. And well, that tower is somewhat efficient here. What's the defense so far for the max? Still not on archers, and oh, he even is on stone. Look at that, Vivi. 5 villagers on stone here. Now standing in some villagers here against some M&A. Okay. Okay. Well, that's not really going to happen. The tower will help out. Is TheMax throwing this? That's not a fight you can take, man. Another spearman will die if he isn't pulling him back instantly. And, well, those are some troubles for sure. 127 stone now building this tower, but that will be some losses. 4 M&A still at the front. Spearmen are going down. And let's take a look. TheMax, how are his HP looking here? M&A is still around, and they have some solid damage output. 1 villager at the front here, nicely microed back by TheMax, even dropping off the wood. Is he getting into... Oh, nice focus fire there by Vivi. And the tower in the end probably will go up, but that's a lot of idle time here for sure. Whoa. Tough to react to that. Vivi, 2 villagers ahead. Skirmishers are doing quite a nice job, and we'll focus those down here. And meanwhile, still sitting behind the walls, now switching into 1 archer range, not on gold yet, just continuing with some M&A aggression. And M&A focused himself, or put himself a bit more up higher here. And we need some repair on that tower. Otherwise, 500 HP will get tricky. Small errors, right? Yeah, we need to go back there. Archer range number 2. No! Fletching makes so much more sense than a second archer range. Oh, hell, Rider. That's reasonably funny. Yeah, I didn't see all those drama of Hart and Eddie flying in either. Fletching now. He has no idea that TheMax will return the favor and will go for some tower aggression of his own. Did have a lot of villagers on stone there. And will probably now build the first tower. But honestly, it's not too bad. Well, there's major wood lines in the back. This feels fine. Oh, TheMax. Oh well, we'll try to to all this area. Doesn't really need to build a defensive tower just yet. Builds it really defensively. We'll see villager loss here. No, not really going to happen. Would be surprised. Yeah, tower aggression seems to be pretty strong at the moment. IT obviously always played the style, Vivi is pretty known for it as well. So whenever you try to get no matches with them running. Oh, let's take a look at that villager jumping into saved now. You know, Max actually with a nice tower hop, but Vivi anticipated that and 2 nice defensive towers here. Jumps going to the back. Let's take a look how they transition into Castle Age. We have 200 food here for Vivi. TheMax now switching onto gold as well. Quite late. Did he pull all his forward villagers? Or is he... Oh no. Can he not attack this? No, he can't. Okay. Continuing to go for skirmishes. Are those really that efficient? Kind of wonder. Why is he going for more skirms? Are we anticipating more of those? Okay, and we will be behind stone walls. Still a lot of stone and gold protected, and then we have to question ourselves, guys. Behind stone walls? What are the we really want to have here? Is it Ethiopians with mass crossbows, mass damage output but weak knights? Or is it the Malians that just have a solid eco? And later in Imperial Age kind of have to count on Farimba or maybe some champ cults. Could maybe champ cults be the unit? We'll see. Well, he went champed with Slavs before, so kind of makes sense. It was the other way around. Don't really expect Shodels to be, or actually, like, Shodels aren't too bad. Next tower coming up. And TheMax is on the way to Castle Age. Vivi is only lacking 200 food there. No biggie. Tower against tower war here as well. And hey guys, from me as well. They're just going to the front. Okay. And TheMax is safe. 50-second difference here, meaning 2 villagers. And actually the difference is 4, so in the end, 2 villager advantage for Vivi. Not too important there. More farms for TheMax. That kind of indicates a switch into knights. And indeed, we see bloodlines and 1 stable. This one could maybe build a stable somewhere else. No, being sent over to gold. Not having a lot of gold income there. Another tower. Actually in range of the max tower, so that's quite surprising to me. Oh, villagers. I don't want it to wall. Skirmishers need to help out to fight off all those wolves. And big stone walls now by Vivi all around the map. This is the only area where we don't have any stone walls, but double towers. And double stables here from our Ethiopian player from China as well. Only 1 archer range. Kind of surprising to me to see an Ethiopian player go for double stable in that scenario where he actually has a good spot to go for some aggression at the front. Obviously, like Mong siege aggression would have been somewhat tricky against all those towers. especially because the Max has already shown that he is absolutely willing to go for guard tower defense here. So controlling 2 gold spots, 1 stone spot. It's a kind of a solid position. The Max? Does he even have a Magnus? Yes, he does. Okay, but no upgrades on his knights just yet. But he has fletching, yeah. So I should have known that a bit earlier. Still completely stonewall, +1 defense now for Vivi. He's adding some camels as well, probably anticipating the Max to go for knights, maybe even sword. Towers OP in Warlord Kingdoms. Well, I think they're good as an element. Maybe a bit too strong. I think they're mainly that strong because people now really know how to quick wall. And therefore, like, tower rushing became so much stronger. Ah. And yeah, Korea obviously needs to change, but no one is saying anything different there. Oh, Knight's actually flying in here. Husband reinforcing, so he needs 1 last hit there. Let's take a look, and that will be 2 villager kills pretty surely. No attacks. Sign, no reaction yet. And villagers, are they fighting? No. And that's 2 down, make that 3 down, make that 4 down, no. And actually, yes. Okay, so 4 villager raid there, putting him up by 8. Max will even lose that area here. Oh no, overmind. Is exposed here. Skirmishes could actually do some dancing. No defense upgrade here of the Max. Kind of surprising to me. 3 TCs. 4. What? 4 TCs? For Vivi. Oh, okay. On the other side, we have 3 TCs for the Max at the moment. 11 villagers behind. This again is looking pretty sexy for Vivi. Oh, and 3-0. And you really need some nerves if you want to continue to play this out. Ethiopians having another good upgrade or another good advantage for them, having the pikeman upgrade for free as well. Now first monastery from Vivi. I already heard a monk for the Max, so they know what's up. It's monk time. Is your top 3? Well, if you take a look into the last show match, Yo against Larry, which I believe didn't even have 1 really close game, just to clear 4-0 swipe, I believe Yo cannot be considered top 3 at the moment. Vivi performs better, probably Doubt performs better, maybe Tato, and clearly Leary and the Viper are our top 2. In my heart, it's still Nikov, but unlikely that we will see him play too soon. Okay, now the first aggression of Vivi with +1, +2 after his first raid was pretty successful. Got 1 conversion against him and just backs off. Wants to continue controlling that hilly area here. 14 villager is his advantage now. Max only with +1 attack, now going for +1 defense. Still some monks wants to defend this, but as I said, 3 against 4 relics, nice hill advantage here. Tower still up. This is tricky. Vivi is top now. Yeah, that's probably what a lot of people are thinking. And the Max is now going for man-at-arms and adding more barracks. Interesting. Well, it is Malians after all, right? +1 defense. We have the barracks. Sanctity as well. Interesting, interesting. I like longsword men in Castle 8, especially with Malians. And this kind of feels like a reasonable spot to go for it. Maybe just a castle would have been nicer. Let's have a castle here, transitioning into him. But still then, some problems controlling all his golds. Haven't Vivi and SY. We watched the last Talk of the Empire to find out. We discussed that topic like briefly. I think our summary in the end was like, we will hear something new from him for sure. And now the first clear up here, TheMax is moving in, will clear this so easily. He'll get one conversion against him, maybe a second one, but not the worst thing. M&A are moving in. And well, Vivi needs to scratch his head and find something that he will transition into. And at this point we are seeing Bodkin Arrow. And he will go for Arbalest with the Ethiopians. Kind of makes sense to me. Even converting this tower, hallelujah. And well, that rating isn't the most efficient one ever. So nice clear by TheMax, but does it really matter? He has enough resources to click up to Imperial Age at a reasonable time. We'll get control over that whole area and well, mass Arbalest switch coming in. We will see how this plays out. Where is the third gold spot? Over here, controlling that. And he's even going for some shoulders. Didn't see that. Ballistics now. And up to him is TheMax. Will he stay on Chamkals? That will get tricky for the Ethiopian player. No repair over here. I think he needs to send some villagers, maybe some stone walls behind it. We'll just go for the repair with 2 villagers. I'm not sure if that's enough. Well, it's enough to scare TheMax away. Oh, and now going for the tricky golds at the side here as well. Okay, that's actually TC number 5 for him. Okay, now we need to do the math. How much damage is actually an Arbalest doing against Chamkal? 5. This will get up to 6, 7, 8. And I believe Arbalest output is 10. So I believe like 2 damage per shot? Arbalest against Malian Chamkal? How does Malian win this? How did the Ethiopian win this, guys? That's a big question. We just stay on to mass Chamkals. Problem is the golden come at the moment, right? How much gold do we have left? 700, 1.3k gold. But now we should be able to move out here. Uh-oh, but not having the Chamkal numbers at the moment. Oh no, he should not move in with small numbers there. Magnus can maybe throw it like TheMax did earlier. Oh, he's pretty clumped up here. Thumbring plus 2 defense, now going for more defense upgrade. Side 6, he will go up to 8 there. Magnals, are they getting the shots in? Shoulders aren't great either, going for the split, trying to micro a bit. Well, that was okay-ish, I would say. What was that, like 9 Arbalists against 2 Magnals? Buying some more time for TheMax here for sure. Maybe he could have waited a bit longer, but yeah, they were so clumped up. I like that he went for this attack. Converting the university there was TheMax. $30 more villagers for Vivi. He will get some Arbalists out. And look at that chemistry. Maybe. Oh no. Oh, and that's a good castle. Oh, another push in. Let's take a look. Twin swordsman, one mangonel. Well, that doesn't really make sense to move in there first against the hill, and will die without getting a single shot off. Now the knights with only +1 defense, attacking before +2 defense. Look at that. Trying to get the hill advantage, but nice positioning. Twin swordsmen now moving in. They need to get the damage done. Clicking the champion upgrade, so the warrior upgrade coming in as well. Mangonel, can he get some shots in? One solid shot for sure. Needs to click the back ones, but now dying. Twin swordsman closing down the distance. And as I said, eating 2 shots. And oh, I hate that he's moving back here. Oh, that's so many shots. Oh, that's so bad in the max. Oh, God. Why did he take that fight? Well, he was slowly running out of gold, so I know why he felt like, okay, this is a hill advantage, but just sell some more resources, try to get like 3-4 rams out and wait for the champion upgrade. Well, he was 30% there, so okay, well, it's cancelled. And unfortunate. Not the greatest engagement there. Was just the obelisk math. And well, nice tower aggression again. It was pretty tough for the Max. Tried to move in, then had to go back. Lots of idle time. We had the aggression. Vivi even got some raids in, something he probably should not have done, or should not have been able to. Then his forward looked pretty scary, but didn't invest too much. Quick transition into Arbalest, and then it gets tricky. Arbalest of Ethiopians. Pretty damn strong still. Just look at that stone as well. Restaurant pretty solid, and yeah, more than 2 minutes earlier in timing and 30 more villagers really carried Vivi to his W here. Let's take a look at the remaining civilizations. We are out of Malians now, and we are out of Ethiopians. Oh, didn't I say the Max will get 2 wins? Ugh. Reverse sweep, guys. Some hype, please. And let's first appreciate Mao Zedong. Mao Zedong. Finland to Winland 2018. Not really, right? The Max needs 4 wins in a row now. With Indians, Mayans, Italians, and Franks, which is still solid. Still doable. But honestly, Vivi looked pretty sharp there. Some aggression, walls, did fall back, played this quite nice strategically. Still, I don't know about game 2. But like, there was one unit choice that was questionable in my eyes. The rest looked pretty damn sexy there. Guys, what's really the best way to reduce Dark HTC out of time? And lag, as we all know, lag situation. Well, keep all villagers on 1 sheep. Keep the next sheep pretty close so that the villagers don't have to run that far. Group all your villagers in the sheep under the TC so that you can like drop off and instantly click them back, so that you can like have 6 witches working very sharply. And then you shouldn't have any idle time. As you see. Put 6 on 7 on sheep instead of 6, that's easy. Well, then it's tough to have idle time as well, yeah. To Guardian Angel, it's not really nice to ask if someone else is streaming on another channel. But I believe he's starting to stream at 16 GMT, when I remember correctly.
Seid ihr ins Wasser gekommen?
Oh no, he isn't. Ah, it's Mother's Day, he wrote. Yeah. You streamed 16 GMT yesterday, right? Okay, guys, let's jump into... No, it's all good. Just general etiquette. I believe other people will get more angry than I will. Especially because, like, I'm not really much into competition with Snidey. Good kick? What? Give your mother the gift of Age of Empires 2 HD and full set of DLC in Steam. Wouldn't that be bad? Why are there some weird German sentences? Let's go, Max! Indeed! And we will jump into game number 4. It's time to send some more energy. It didn't really help in game number 3. And TheMax didn't pick the strongest civilization. Let's see how he will play this out. We have Mongols for Mr. Vivi with... What a Vivi map. Look at that. Defensive berries, defensive woodlines, and the most defensive gold I've ever seen. Completely protected there. He has some deer close by that he can easily push. On the other side, we have TheMax playing the Franks. More of an open map, but also kind of wallable. So not the worst thing, but does he really want to play the very long game? Probably not, and this is such a sketchy map. Are you wearing any pants? Actually, no. Thanks for asking. The weird German sentences are from ad that in running very often on Twitch at the moment. Okay. It's my first day on Twitch. So how would I know? Ah, sexy. Such a sexy map. Oh, okay. But now the question is, well, you have the perfect map. What are you doing with it? Trash of season, typically your Mongol strategy, right? You just go for crazy M&A. True Guardian Angel, flying with 200 biddies. I hope that you're not trying to like how should I call it? Make up for anything. It's all good, mate. Thank you so much for the 200 biddies. Okay, some doubt deer pushing here. Looks pretty ugly. And he's even trapping the deer. Could micro that village a bit better, if you ask me. Okay, so what's the strategy choice? Pop 20 forward. Like, he could build so many M&A, could easily fall back onto something. His stone, if we want to criticize anything, isn't looking too great. Like, 2 on the right-hand side. He needed big walls to get onto them. So this kind of looks like a map I wouldn't really want to see him go for mango dice. This looks very much like pop 20 to me, by the way. Second lumber camp. And this looks even like no loom. Uh-oh, so he won't go aggressively. So that will be pop 20 archers? No, right? Just pop 20 Mongol scouts. Okay, that's a strategy that I will allow. On the other side, we have TheMax playing pot 21 with Loom, and he isn't too unhappy with his map either, honestly. Check number camp here. Is up roughly 1 minute later. Sheep bit outside of the TC. Vivi only now finding 2 of his sheep, and TheMax should know that Vivi was pushing Dia quite heavily. If we take a look at the score, TheMax should have less because he is not having a scout vision advantage compared to the Mongols, but having more means, oh, my enemy didn't really abuse his scouting advantage. And well, found 4 more sheep. Can TheMax maybe steal some? No, just passing them. Barely. Eco upgrades flying in, and still mass amount of resources. Falling very tightly here. Loom now. The other side, TheMax will get the full scout off, and we will probably see a scout v scout war for quite some time, and then see how the transition will be happening. More HP on the Frank scouts, obviously giving the advantage to the Max, and having faster berries and the free food upgrade. I think that's not so bad. And it's all walled. I believe the good map for Vivi was not really abused here. I think TheMax is going into a very even scenario. Yeah, he's later with all his military production. But just wait till you have 5-6 scouts and then go into some aggression. You shouldn't. Oh, that's what I meant. Don't move out with 1. That's so ugly for him. Now he will get chased all over the map. Vivi felt like, okay, maybe I still have a timing. But that's all walled. And he won't. Okay, that's completely walled. This could be a game where it takes us quite some time till we see the first kill. Nearly, are you on old AOC player like Doubt and some others? Well, I played against Doubt in 2003. So, you call that old? And yes, in 2003 we were called the new guys. Four scouts against 5. Oh, 5 against 5, I believe, right? TheMax, yeah, 5 against 5 scouts. But yeah, I'm probably one of the more old school guys left over in the community. So I must be 50 or something. Something like that, yeah. Please change the topic. I played against Stout in 2003, yes. Actually, even in 1v1 tournaments and team game tournaments. Still remember some epic Vikings wars against him, where he went forward, double archer range skirms, and I went double scouts. I completely smashed him, feudalate, and then threw it in mid-imp. Pills nearly man! Pills nearly man. And he even messaged me like, that was a nice strategy! Didn't even build a single spearman. I think I never won him in 1v1 in the old days. Vivi has surely great energy and is fun to watch. Okay, now wheelbarrow for Vivi, archer range for him. What is TheMax transitioning into? Why are you not 2.5k then? Well, just focus too much on poker. And I think I'm not as talented. And I have some ladder anxiety as well. I cannot play... Like, it would be so good to just take Tato or TheMax and tell them, okay, let's play 10 1v1s. But I'm too scared. I'm really too scared. It's ridiculous. like I think I need mental coaching before I can ever get 2.5k. AOE in 2003 was black and white, I think. Yes, it was black and white, and it was also 2D. Played 10 more once against Klavkas and Stiles Puntos. Well, that wouldn't be bad, right? It wouldn't make me 2.5k. Oh, I broke 2.2k twice. Was pretty happy with that, and my ego felt better. Too deep, that's what she said. Sadly, that's what she never said. Switching on to archers again. Oh no, no archers. We will have CA again. Third archer range flying in. No! Bloodlines as well, fletching. And well, this will be archers from our Franks player and CA from our Mongols player. To the AoE. Now I'm just making things up. Caught me. Yeah, and you have to think that I was like 2180 or something in 2004 as well. Where it still meant something. Now moving out with all the archers. Some aggression over here from Vivi, but won't do much. And what did I tell you guys? It will take some time before we see the first kill. And both players went on to a lot of army early on, or like both went pop 19, pop 20s, 1 scouts. And we are now on the 20-minute mark and still not a single kill. The CA could be first blood. 39 HP running. Also coming back. +1 defense for the max. Why is he doing that? Interesting. Probably wants to switch into scouts. Into knights. Oh, spreading out the spearmen and first. No blood. Such a peaceful game. Age of Empires. It's not about war, it's about love. It's about collecting resources, building your empire. Not all that fighting nonsense. It took us 20 years to realize you don't really have to fight in this game. Oh, running like a chicken. Spearmen are exposed. And first kill! Now switching on to some knights. Do we see any extra TCs? One. Probably another one over here could be pretty sexy. On the other side we have TheMax. He did add 1 TC as well. Max and Vivi have entered the love age. Age of Love 2 DE. Now in store, guys. Age of Empires dating simulator. Ha! That's funny. Oh, now needs to go for some walls here. Knows that those palisade gates aren't that super strong. Oh, but not focusing on those just yet. Villager count, kind of as expected, pretty even. We didn't see a single villager go down. Now town watch from Vivi. Don't really want to get raided too heavily. Probably will move those villagers a bit over here. Won't be super efficient, but all fine. Interestingly enough, that both players are completely walled. Villager kill number 1, and both only have 1 TC added so far. Now sees that he cannot do any damage at the front and sends everything back. Here is TheMax, 1 villager ahead. Trying to wall a bit more. Villager should be safe here, and well, Vivi sees this as well. And now we're getting into the interesting phase that I said earlier, that Mango Dice won't really be the unit that we will see most likely. More villager kills. Simply because the stone isn't that well positioned. You cannot really build good TCs close to it as well. Maybe one at the bottom here, then a lumber camp could be an option. Cannot fit any TCs in here. And that's a scary force of CA now. Plus 2 defense for the max. How many stables does he have? Is he only still at 1 stable? Interesting. Only 1 extra TC from both players still as well. And the TC, which I wanted to see over here, is not really happening. It's ballistics first, which is a pretty good upgrade. And dumping as well for those CA. They benefit way more from those upgrades than, for example, crossbows. Will people still play AV2 in 20 years? Well, some people will be playing Age of Empires 2 in 20 years, yeah, but I believe the main part will play Age of Empires 6. Published by Neely Entertainment. Oh, no, Hippo Entertainment. You heard it here first, guys. Okay, finally going on to TC number 3 now. Actually, both players at the same time. 1 is 3 now as well. So only 1 stable. That's so weird. KD 16 to 11. Villager count dead even at the moment. You mean 6 remake of AU2? No, I mean Age of Empires 6. 6 goes from Second World War to 2200. Perhaps. Oh, that villager looks like he will build a siege workshop exactly here. Trust me, guys. I know him. I talked to him. Oh, and CA raid coming in. And, oh, actually only getting 1 villager kill. And knights? Really? Finally switching onto some skirmishes as well. Oh, and now we see some kills here. Knights a bit out of position. Is that really the fight he wants to take against that hill? Most likely not. Where are the knights? They're so close, but yet so far. Are they moving in? I'm not too sure about that. Huh. Pretty prediction nearly. On what? But yeah, agreed. Okay, and the siege workshop. Okay, lots of CA going down here against the hill. Knights could have maybe continued with that. Still only 1 stable, quadruple archery range now. And for a lot of skirmishers. Well, that kind of leaves him exposed to only some mangonels as well. Solid defense this far by the max. Another TC by Vivi going up to 4. He is on quite a lot of stone now. Did go for it without the TC. Really kind of threw away his army there. Yeah, I agree. Tried to go for some aggression, but couldn't really make it happen. 3 archer ranges there. Now goes for the siege workshop that is desperately needed defensively. But then Mangonel CA could be pretty nice. CA are fine doing the damage against the knights. Mangonels could deal pretty well with the rest of the ranged unity of the max. Still don't mind the situation of Vivi, who is now adding some farms. What is this? A baobab tree! I thought those were fixed. Interesting. Uh-oh. Those villagers are here to build a forward. And let's get some other predictions in. I'd say I would go crazy. I would build it here. But can get super outcastlish as well. This one would be the safe one, yeah. And they are facing each other. Let's take a quick look at Imperial Age timings. 200, 200. Uh-oh, Vivi will be, TheMax will be earlier. Mangonel at the wrong side as well. Is it maybe that early that the castle might even snipe all the villagers? I think he should focus down villagers, right? Should the castle maybe denied? No, it should get up. Focus down the villagers. I think he should reach all. Should shoot the back ones. 90% here. And he's just sacrificing some skirmishes at the front. Try to take the damage. 97 hero villager not happening. Oh no. Now the tower. Well, that tower doesn't really make a lot of sense. I think he just needs gates behind this. Where are the villagers? Yeah, send 2 villagers exactly. And go for handcut. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. No. Oh, nice split here. Now he's taking, and well, those 2 villagers get the 0. No, okay. Oh, big shot as well. Now needs to send in all those CA. He cannot get a single hit done here. It's 99%, maybe a bit more. Okay, 2 more villagers. This 1 villager, can he get it done? This is going down. Those are stopped as well. This is the 4-0, guys. The villager's not getting it. No, no, no. Oh, 4-0. Okay. Well, that castle didn't go up, just if you didn't realize. And those were some losses. And he had enough resources to go up to Imp as well. Maybe pulled back the skirms and crossbowmen a bit early. And sort of right-clicked his villagers. He was so close. And he not sort of sent 2, he just sort of sent like 10 or 15 in. He needed to get that castle up. Why the Max run this army when he made the castle? Indeed, he just needed to soak up all the damage. Okay, I'm really excited to see the timeline. Okay, well, it wasn't that bad, but yeah, we can see the army. Not in the worst, not in the best spot here. Ooh la la.